Alrighty, guys, there was the bell. The market is now open, and the market today is getting pretty crazy. We're seeing a lot of movement off to the downside, and there's just so many movement here that are moving down. I see so much movement out of the SPY, like down below 488 and etc. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. But yeah, the market today is getting crazy. I just want everybody to know I will be live later for Jerome Powell 15 minutes before the interest rate decision at 1:45 p.m. Eastern time. 1:45 p.m. is when I'll be live. The decision comes out at 2, and then, of course, Powell speaks at 2:30. So those are kind of the sequence of events that will happen later on today. So I appreciate everybody joining up now. Let's go, Sean, Arthur, Christian, Oscar, Jason. Appreciate all you guys out there, of course. And one big thing to watch today is going to be the yields, US 10Y. What are we going to see here? Are these yields going to keep trending down? As of today, US 10Y is back under 4%, which is pretty good to say. You can see how US 10Y on the overall setup here, it was running up on a trend, huge trend line on them. It was great. Now it's starting to run up into these areas of resistance. These resistance areas on the US 10Y and these yields will be important, especially as we start to see more news of the Feds possibly cutting sooner. So I'm watching US 10Y falling down. And yes, Siam says, or Spin EDM. I love that name. They're saying TLT. Yeah, TLT is starting to do good. As US 10Y falls, TLT should start to move back up, which will be awesome there. TLT almost, if you do a big circle here, almost like an inverse head and shoulders pattern setup going on. Not that that necessarily has to play out that way, but just one thing to look at with that little support hit down here recently around 93 to 93.50. I do like TLT up, though. It's a pretty interesting stock, I guess you could say. It's the Treasury bond ETF and generally goes up as those yields fall, of course. TMF is up. Yeah, same thing. Very similar. Very, very similar. It's up 2%. TLT's only up 0.69. Makes sense because it's the other one's 3x. TMF, yeah, that's another fun one. There's a few of these that follow the yields and bonds and will move up or down accordingly. I like TNX quite a bit. Whenever I'm just watching for what the yields are doing, that's what I generally look at. I would probably play TLT if I had to choose. Ooh, Palantir getting down to a big blue trend line on the daily chart. Definitely not good. Poor Palantir has been stuck here. If they start to give out below that, we might start to come back to like 15 or test 14. That would be a brutal move for Palantir, but the main thing today is going to be what are these stocks going to do later on? That's going to be what everyone's looking for. Google had a big drop off last night. Microsoft and AMD didn't do the best. At least Microsoft now at open is really coming back. Look at that recovery. They're back up in the green now by 1%, so that's great. These earnings were not bad by any means. Like whenever I go through the numbers, I mean, sure, Google might have had ad revenue down, or just disappointing ad revenue, but overall their overall revenue was pretty good. So yeah, I don't get that. I don't get it, but hey, you know what? Sometimes that's how earnings are, and that's how the market is. You can't ever expect earnings to go exactly the way you would think, right? There's so much up and down movement and price action involved. But hey, good to see Microsoft coming back. That is good there. Google's still down, obviously. AMD trying to recover, but they are also in the red still. Sitting right around 165. Boeing reported this morning they're actually moving up, which kind of made me sad. I was hoping that they would get a clear break under 200 with those earnings, but it's okay. They're running back up. 207.50 up at the highs. Good morning, Xbox. Appreciate you. UPS. Yeah, definitely starting to fall down again. Watch for this to continue. This could be a fun continuation play. I would say right now would have to be like a good entry point if you were going to enter on it. Don't wait till it gets too low. Don't wait. Obviously, you're chasing some downside momentum, though, so always a slight risk of it popping back, but I think the possibility of continuation could be awesome here. And at open, we've been seeing some good movement, so that's good. UPS, looking fun. Are the ad revenues that big of a deal where it'll cause Google to drop like that? Not really, Mike. I mean, it is, but I mean, whenever you go look at like YouTube ads anyways, it's like it barely missed. I mean, you're talking 9.2 billion versus 9.21 billion expected. The cloud beat. Traffic acquisition cost was under a little bit. Let me refresh the page. I wish that they would have overall ad revenue on here, which I think that would be a better look at it, but they don't give us all the numbers, unfortunately, here. What I would really like to see is, I would really like to see an earnings report that has all their numbers and then like a bunch of estimates with it. Whereas if I went and looked at Google's earnings, I wouldn't be able to really see the estimate on their actual report, so. For overall ads, but it's too bad. Too bad that they don't show it easier there. Microsoft, another one. But yeah, Google, the ad revenue is huge for them. I mean, it's definitely their big money maker, right? Whenever you think of everything overall. All those banners on Google. I mean, it's definitely huge, but it's like, again, they're not giving you an exact percentage. Like, how bad is the ad revenue overall? Like, why is it disappointing? Nobody in these things says why it's disappointing. They just said it just trailed analyst projections, and then they don't even give you any analyst projections at all in here. Oh, here it is, right here. 65.5. Thank God, they must have updated it. Last night, they, whenever these first come out, it takes them a minute. 65.52 billion. They were looking at 65.94, so it barely missed. I mean, I would say that's not too bad. But the problem is that whenever you have stocks up at all-time highs, and then the earnings just don't wow, this is what kind of happens. You get these drops back. That's good, though, that I found the overall there. 65.52. TSLA, 189, 190. Me and Mike always say that these people who write these articles, they need to be fired because they're always lacking and then takes them forever to get the right numbers in there. And yeah, 189 on Tesla, definitely a big spot. Xbox started to jump back up though, which is great. Was moving down in after hours last night on that news with Elon. That was some pretty crazy news, huh? I think it was Delaware. A judge struck down Elon Musk's compensation package, which was like $56 billion. It was kind of insane. Let me get on Elon's Twitter real quick and we'll throw it up here for you. You guys will get a kick out of this. And then he even tweeted about it and it had me really laughing. And he's even talking about immigration too. Which is funny. Oh, I'm going to vote yes in the poll. They're talking about changing their state of incorporation to Texas even. Never incorporate your company in the state of Delaware. That had me funny. He put that out there. I was laughing. I was like, of course he tweeted that. That was hilarious. But yeah, guys, let's get ready for that FOMC meeting later. It's going to be huge. 2 p.m. Eastern time. Mark down the calendars. That's going to be the decision. Powell will speak 30 minutes after that. I'll be live for both events right here. Even if you can't be here the whole time, just stop by later on. Stop by, say what's up. All right, SPY consolidating. Apple down again, continuing its descent. This stock has been starting to trend down day after day after day and continuing on this morning. Damn, that sucks. Surge was calling out Tesla. Nice. It was higher than the other stocks. That's great. Good job. Let's see Surge real quick. Where are we at there? It's not on there now, but I trust you. It was on there a second ago. I see it. Yeah. Makes sense. I mean, Tesla's starting to go. It's been doing pretty good things since the market opened, and I'm guessing Surge is looking at that and also looking at the options pricing and saying, hey, Tesla's really low right now. Maybe these calls are flying up quickly. That's good. Boeing also on the Surge bot right now. $BA recovering up well this morning with their earnings. Like I said earlier, I was hoping that they got down under 200, but they're actually ripping pretty well. Maybe they can get up towards 210 today. That would be a nice spot. And Tesla is also back on Surge. They brought it back. That's awesome. Goldman and the banks. Oh my gosh. They are just continuing to go. Continuing. That's a pretty insane jump there. 391.60. Oh my gosh. Dang, Goldman. SM's loving Google, yeah. Google puts, huh? Oh my gosh, and Amazon. Mainly Google, though. On Google, that is one hell of a dip. Yesterday into this morning. If it can break that low of pre-market or after hours yesterday, I mean, right around 140.85, that would be the spot to look for. I think we'll see a lot of momentum down there. Yeah, Mason said he's been loving Google puts since yesterday. Yeah, it was going down even during the day, and then that move in market close was something, wasn't it? Yeah, a guy in Discord has Google puts. I bet a lot of people in there have them. I think I did see that, though. So, No Drip was holding them, I think. I think that's who it was. My CLF calls are green. Thanks. Nice, Spacely. Come on, CLF. Keep it going. $20.50. I like to see that move this morning. That's great. CCJ did not continue, though, unfortunately, but that's awesome. Let's keep going, CLF. I was hoping it could hold 20 bucks into this morning and continue higher. That was a big spot to get to. Looked like it had a good chance to hold. Citigroup with that great move today. 57.91, another run. Let's see, JP Morgan, 178.20. Wow. That is a big run on JPM. The banks are just really going, guys. I mean, the past few days are something else for the banks. I've even seen those on the bots quite a bit. Yeah, GS is on them right now. On the SM bot. Surgy Surge. Tesla still on there. Ooh, that's a big red candle, though, on the 1 minute. Be careful. Boeing, still doing all right. Ooh, Citigroup on the... Citigroup and Goldman on Surge. Okay. Super Micro Computers still running. Bounced off 500 bucks even this morning. Starting to come back well. That's awesome. Up to 528. Man, that's a big run. Man, that's a crazy run here, SMCI. How's AVGO? There's been a few stocks lately that have been really stealing the thunder, I'd say, from most stocks out there, like AVGO, SMCI. Stocks that people don't usually talk about, but they are going on insane moves in the short term. Oil. Crude oil. ZOM. Nothing today. Nothing on ZOM. What about Oxy? Nope. CVX. I saw Phillips 66 was set to report this morning. PSX is the ticker. Let's see how they did. Hey, they're doing okay at least, so. At least that's good for the oil stocks. Doesn't mean that they're going to go up with it for sure, but if it was down and they reported negative revenue or something, I bet those stocks would follow them down. So I'm glad to see them moving up well. SPY right down to 488. Let's see. Definitely. Big pullback coming in. Yeah, broke that low of this morning. Oof, brutal. How's QQQ? Not quite as bad. Xbox said there's an interesting movie coming up called Civil War about another American Civil War. That would actually be a pretty good movie, Xbox. Hopefully they don't make it super political. Which they will, I'm sure. Carlos at AMD running up to 168. Xbox, I bet that movie's gonna paint gun owners in a great view. I bet that movie's gonna paint them up real good. All right, Tesla. Man, Tesla, AMD, a couple tech stocks trying to come back here. Good to see that, Carlo. Evil Ron Swanson. Ron Swanson. Who is that? Ron Swanson. No way, he's in that movie? No way. What? I gotta see this then. Is it a funny movie or a real movie? Who else is in it? Kirsten Dunst? No way. Mary Jane from Spider-Man's in this. Man, let's go. Check out the trailer. I will, Jason. I don't want to throw it on here, though, because YouTube will get pissed at me. Hey, Marcus, thanks for subscribing today. Appreciate you. Don't forget to also hit that notification bell if you guys do not have it hit yet. That way you also get notified whenever I go live for Powell later as well. Evil Ron Swanson. Wow. That guy's hilarious. That's who I thought you meant, but I was like, what? Him in a serious movie? How? All right, AMD, come on. New highs of the day. 168.13. Still recovering back. Love to see it. Love to see that. How's CLF still doing? Oh, came back. Got up to 2050 and got rejected. SPY still down around the low of day. Even though AMD and a few tech stocks are trying to recover, it's not making any difference. Microsoft came up and then crashed back down. I feel like today's going to be a very choppy, slow day into the FOMC meeting later. Choppy, slow day. Almost said sloppy day. It might be sloppy. Hopefully not. I'm just hoping for some good chop into the event, and then for that event to bring in some good volatility for tomorrow. I really want to see some great movement coming in tomorrow. In after hours tomorrow night, we have Apple, Amazon, and Meta reporting earnings. So we're going to have to deal with that. And then tomorrow before open, even Peloton reports, which I think that's going to be an interesting report. Maybe Peloton can start to come back from the dead. That stock has been brutal. Even though they had that deal with TikTok, stock still has been just stuck. Marcus is scalping puts until the meeting. I like that strat, Marcus. I like that. And I actually think that the meeting will send us lower. I'm going to throw a poll out here, guys. Let's see what you guys think about the FOMC meeting. All right, let's see. Uh-oh. Man, YouTube, fix this. Fix this, YouTube. This is like broken trying to do the poll here. All right, vote it up. Well, actually, don't vote yet. YouTube's being really weird. Hang on. Hey, Mike won't let me send it. There we go. I had to like click on other tabs and come back every time I wanted to do anything. But there we go. Vote it up. Got the poll going for the FOMC event. New highs, push lower, or around the same. Vote it up. Remember, what is going to be the big thing later on today? A lot of people might look for Powell's tone. They might look for Powell to... A lot of people still think that they might cut rates at this meeting. Like, could you imagine that? That would be freaking nuts right now, especially considering the way interest rates are and inflation. I mean, I could not see that happening. We go to the FedWatch tool. There's a 90... Let's actually refresh it. Let's get the exact number today. All right, right now, 93.8% chance of a pause at this meeting. So it's pretty much being priced in for a pause. There's a slight chance of a cut, but with the way inflation just upticked on that last reading, I would say that this is a shoo-in for a pause, right? Shoo-in. Now, the big thing everyone has to watch for is March. Is March going to end up being where we go for the cuts, or is it going to be where we go for the pause? Last night, it was actually priced in for a pause for March. Now, they're pricing in cuts again. So it's flip-flopping. The percentages are all over the place this morning. Yeah, back to a cut for March, though. That surprised me. I can't believe I'm seeing that right there. I would have definitely thought that March would have stayed towards pause right now until the Feds started talking, then maybe swayed it more towards cuts. But we'll have to see what they say. March is still a couple months away. At least this meeting is from March 20th. Literally, like a month and 20-something days, I believe. So... gonna be a crazy thing here. Come on, Big Daddy. Sway us towards one way or the other for March. I think that'll be where we get that big indication, and I'm kind of thinking that they'll push it out to May just because of inflation, but I bet Powell will just say his usual bullshit. He'll come out and say, inflation is still above our goal. We want to get inflation closer to 2%. The Federal Reserve will do everything in their power to keep that inflation rate closer to 2%. That means possibly raising rates in the future. We will look at incoming data. Or keeping rates higher for the future, I should have said, not raising them. I don't know. We'll have to see if he says that or if he starts to say... I don't think he could say anything other than that. Because we're still nowhere near 2%. Those flip-floppers flip-flopping all over the flipping place. Love it, Xbox. IWM longs as a hedge for Powell, Arthur said. Really? You're going with IWM longs for a hedge for Powell. Okay. Okay. That's an interesting one. If that overall market tanks, that could end up bringing IWM down with it. Angel said you just gave the conference. I really did. I did. I'm trying to actually, I've been trying all morning to find this hilarious video with Powell. I can't for the life of me though find it again. All right, what's going on? Something's whack with my computer right now. I'm gonna have to restart this before the stream later on. Not letting me click on stuff. Pretty crazy. There was a hilarious video with Powell a little while ago, and it's somewhere. I'm trying to find it. Nope. That's not the one. Where is it? I will find it, guys. Don't worry. I found it. I found it.
C's, fuck your trees. Jay Powell has you on your knees. And yeah, close the fucking door next time. Fuck your C's. Fuck your trees.
That was not the one I meant, guys. I'm sorry. That is not the one I was talking about. That was one of them, though. That was one of them. There was a really funny one, though, a little while ago. Remember, it had Powell making a band. Remember that? Powell said he had a band going on. VRC goes, bro, what was that? It was a misclick on a Powell video. I'm trying to find this funny Powell video, and it's not that one. But I will find it. I will find it. We're going to throw up the 4-chart setup here. I up these stocks today. Meta on the bottom right starting to break out again. Damn, Meta. Every day just continues to push. SPY itself sitting down here, selling off at the top left side of the screen. Come on, Powell. Where is that video at? Nope. After tomorrow, Carlos said. Yeah, there's going to be some really funny ones coming out tomorrow. Man, just wait for that. But yeah, Powell later on today is going to be the big event in the market. Everybody's waiting for it to happen. And we got to see what he talks about with those rate cuts for the future. Let's go check in on Microsoft and Google real quick. Microsoft still lingering around where it opened. Google trying to come back. It started selling, but bounced off that low from after hours last night. Oscar went long NVO. Or they want to long NVO. Novo Nordisk. I'm not too familiar with this one. Novo. That's a map on the game DayZ, or a town on the game DayZ, if you've seen it. The trees and the seeds. Jerome Powell starts a band. Gosh, I wish I could have it. Where'd it go? It's too bad, guys. That's too bad. 1 minute chart on NVOs looks pretty good right now. A lot of momentum up. Looking at my watch list here, Plug is up 12% again. What is up with these stocks like Plug Power lately? They keep having a ton of great momentum. I mean a ton of momentum. That is great. How's DraftKings, Disney, Penn? All right, DraftKings holding, Disney, Penn. Penn's kind of doing nothing. But Disney and DraftKings are all right. Netflix is recovering here too. And what I like about Netflix's intraday setup is this little double top. If it breaks right here, 568.50, I think you could see some better movement up. Yeah, watch that triple top going on. The bank stocks are still on fire today. Overall, they are pulling. Oh, JPM actually pulled back pretty hard compared to Goldman. Maybe they're starting to slow up. Cash rules everything around me, baby. Dollar bills. What? Hell yeah, cash is still king, Corbin. Nobody will discount the cash. All right, Boeing, come on, get back above that high of day. Get back towards 210 here with those earnings. Get us some good movement. Get us something going on. You think J Powell gets a kick out of the memes? I'm curious, Xbox. He has to look at that and think that, hey, some of these are funny, right? Like, he's got to. I think he actually does. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. Even if he doesn't get a kick out of it, I bet you that he at least likes it. At least likes it. No. No, 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 no. Don't want to keep seeing the bad movement out of the market here. Unless you're into puts, that is, but kind of just slow and doing nothing here this morning. Come on, we want to see some good movement coming in. Give us the momentum. I feel like Jerry Maguire, instead of show me the money, it's like show me the momentum. So I can show the money, please. I can't show the money until there's momentum. All right, Netflix broke its little double top here, running up to 569. Netflix, are you really going to try to go on another run? Retest that recent high, maybe? That would be sick today. Let's go. I don't see anything else moving, really. How's DWAC? PLNH? Still nothing. Tilray also kind of doing nothing. Poor Tilray. MSOS today, maybe? Nope. I think everybody's just waiting for later. Everybody is waiting for later to get into those big moves, the big trades today. Makes sense. I mean, it's not really worth trying to trade this chop, is it? I don't think so. Ooh, maybe play a little rejection on AMD. That could be cool. Risky, though, considering the earnings weren't necessarily bad. Nice. Sean fired some UVXY. Nice, Sean. That's awesome. I'm glad you're firing that. I kind of like that today. That and VXX with these events, I think it could end up paying some good dividends as the day continues. Because I'm leaning down over up. Good stuff, Sean. Arthur grabbed a lotto-ish call for 59 end of the week. Careful out there, Arthur. This thing's on fire. Hopefully we can get one more, at least one more good green day tomorrow. That would be great for that play for you. The price action's really good on SMCI. Yeah, you know, that SMCI was still having some good momentum this morning, I'll say that. That $500 bounce was nice. I'm very surprised that it kept just ripping up all morning, though, right up into this big resistance. This resistance that it's at, or it's almost to, around 550 is pretty huge up here. Yeah, it is really solid price action, though, intraday. Just be a little aware of it, you know, getting a little high on the day now. Little high now. All right, Boeing. Don't keep turning over. Get up. We want to see some good momentum out of you. Microsoft trending under support. Is it going to start selling back down? Now, that would be a fun play if we could see that continue. It'll help Sean's UVXY probably, too. As those stocks sell off. Zom, Oxy, nothing today. Nothing too crazy at the moment. It's going to be 61 degrees here tomorrow. $61, but it's supposed to rain. Oh, great. That's great, isn't it? They keep raising and lowering the temp. It was supposed to be 61, and then on Saturday, like 65, and then now they lowered it on Saturday back down to 55. What the hell? I'm sick of the cold. I'm moving to Florida. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe one day. Maybe once all my family members start Dying. That's when we'll move. J-Pow seems like the guy that gets mad at memes and takes it out on his family. He seems like the Vince McMahon. Power trip kinda sicko. What, Oscar? I wouldn't necessarily say that, Oscar. That's funny. Wow. That was an in-depth one, Oscar. I think he probably looks at it and gets a good laugh. Oh no. All right, I found it. I found it for you guys. A lot of work went into this. It better be here. All right, here it is. Here it is, guys. We went through a lot of work to find this for you.
You threw in the towel for recession odds and ripped the spoos to 4,600. You bitches really thought the Fed is getting close to being done with the hikes, and you were underweight in your position and bought a bunch of mega cap tech calls and rode it. But then you forgot about July OPEX and how that knocked the floor out.
This one's not the right one either.
Fellow regards. I cannot believe it's been a year.
Here it is. Here it is, guys. Now this one's the real one right here. I finally found it. I'm downloading all these to keep for the future. This is funny. Here we go. Smash up that like button today, guys. Let's go.
Hello, my fellow regards. I cannot believe it's been a year since we've been doing these mock pre-FOMC press briefings. So let's get started, shall we? There won't be any rate hikes or cuts because my hands are tied. The rate of inflation is slowing down. Yeah, you are paying 3 times as much for food as you were 2 years ago, but you know you can still pay the tip on top of that. You dinks putting out videos about how great it is to not have any kids. This is why I must break the American middle class. You idiots are running up the Ponzi cryptos again. Good job. Yes, queens and kings. Make way for my plans of a centralized digital currency. You're just making things easier for me. I do have an announcement to make. I will be going on tour with my band soon. We are releasing our first song called JP's Got You by the Balls. Turn on the music. You guys will love it. Every call you take, every put you make, every bond you break, every spoof you faked, SEC is watching you. Every single day, every word you say, every game you play, every night you stay, I'll be watching you. Oh, can't you see, you belong to me. Fuck your puts, fuck your calls. JP's got you by the balls. Every bid you take, every move you make, every bond you break, every spoof you fake, he'll be watching you. Oh, his name is Jerome. He'll fuck your puts till you go home. Oh, fucking on it. Oh, how his poor heart aches every rate hike he makes, every call you take, every put you make, every bond you break, every spoof you fake. SEC is watching you. Oh, can't you see? You belong to me. Fuck your puts, fuck your calls. JP's got you by the balls.
Oh my gosh. Isn't it just the classic, guys? It's awesome. It's fantastic. Oh, I love that one. I spent way too much time trying to find that this morning, but I had to. It was too good. Too good. All right, but hey, while we were doing that, the SPY started actually trending down a little bit more under 487.50 over the past couple minutes. Just barely under there, but now it's coming back with some green. Getting some momentum coming back in. NVIDIA on the top right chart starting to recover up a little bit more. Big support here at 615. If that gives out, I think we could see some good bearish selling pressure. Hopefully we see it. Tesla looks like it's kind of rejecting here at like 190. So watch out for Tesla to start to push back down. I actually like that setup for a push back lower quite a bit. You throw a stop up there, starts to run, but be a little mindful this slight trend, maybe make it break this. Up 100% on February 1st, 480 SPY put in and out twice today, Marcus said. Beautiful. 100%, nice. Very nice, Marcus. Good job finding that momentum down and chasing after it. Nice ones. What do you think of the snipey? Yeah, Justin, let's see, Google. Kind of going after a continuation play down with the earnings. I like it overall, actually. I'll say that. I like the play. It's just that double bottom down around like 141 definitely worries me. That's a slight worry there with this, but it's hard to necessarily choose. I would say down is better than up at the moment here. I would say. A lot of weird movement today, though. Just a lot of chop. Just, Don't be afraid to just sit it out today until the event happens, or until, like, maybe, like, if you really wanted to make it safe here, I would say there's a good support, like, right around 141.75 or, like, 141.60. I would say make Google break under there before entering. Just simply do that, and then once it breaks down, you know, you could get into a quick entry for, you know, that scalp if it does start going. But with the way it's turning up here over the past few candles, I would definitely make this little low break, I'd say. At least. But that's how I would watch it. T. What do you think of the sniper bot? Not market related, but government related. Did y'all see the guy in Pennsylvania? What? No, I did not see that, Oscar. That's pretty whack. With Disney running, I can see Netflix possibly jumping. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, though, Oscar. I wouldn't be surprised. I've seen the weirdest of shit out there. Disney, though, not bad. Definitely not bad. You can see Netflix pumping with Disney. It's not like Disney's up that much, but Netflix is actually up more than Disney percentage-wise. Kind of interesting. But I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. It'd be really cool. I want Netflix to break this resistance. It broke it earlier for a second and then rejected again. Sadly. Yeah, Xbox, that is dark. That threw me up. Threw me off there. Oh no. All right, 41 total votes in the poll, guys. New Highs is actually winning right now, 37%. But this is a neck and neck poll. Every vote's gonna matter on this one. Wow. New Highs push lower, around the same. Voted up. It's really close on those votes there. And just for everybody joining up that was not here to start the stream today, remember, I will be going live later today for Powell's event at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I will be live for the decision, and then I will have Powell speaking live with the stock market side by side. And get this, if any of the other outlets, if they have bad audio, I will try to fix the audio, turn it up a little bit or down depending, and make it as good as it can be, as clear as it can be. So come back for these events later, even if you can't stay the whole time. You know, check back in, especially when Powell's speaking at 2:30. Make sure you are there. But I'll be going live around 1:45 Eastern time, 12:45 Central. Market down. We'll start to see the market go berserk during that time. QQQ starting to sell back down again. Almost back down to the low of day. Does that mean SPY is too? Almost. Almost. Citigroup still consolidating intraday right here. JP Morgan starting to come up off the dip. Slightly up off the dip. Yeah, FOMC day is here. And don't worry, guys. Later on today, we'll be doing our tradition as well for all the people on the stream who know what the tradition is. We will have it going. YouTube hates our tradition, but the tradition must go on. I know Greta doesn't like our tradition too much, though.
How dare you!
Oh, she's on YouTube's side. That's too bad. Dang, Greta. At least at this FOMC event, there won't be any protesters. Hopefully. I don't think there could be, but it's getting wild out here. It's all over social media. YouTube had to take the video down. He had the head in all the videos. What the... Elon Musk posted something funny to X a minute ago, I saw. We'll go check that out. He says, what has become of America? Activists are tearing down statues like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, etc. Nobody who tore those down got charged with any crimes. Apparently, this one guy knocked down a Satan statue made out of household items, and he got charged with a hate crime for knocking down the Satan statue. Like, what? So you're not allowed to knock down a satanic statue, but you can knock down statues of U.S. presidents I don't know. It seems pretty whack. I don't mind if the Satan guy gets charged with a hate crime, but charge these other people hate crimes too, you know. I don't know. Kind of unfair, you know, you're destroying statues out here. You can't be picking sides on who you arrest for statues just being destroyed here. A statue's a statue. It should be destruction of property or vandalism at the very least. At the very least. It had been foretold. Haha, clown world for sure, Gengar. Baba, do you think it'll continue its run? Let's see. BABA. 72.50. Go to the daily and it's really not up that much. It's only up 0.25%. It's just running because it dipped so hard this morning. I'm glad that's coming back though. Hopefully that these China stocks keep coming for Neo's sake, because Neo's starting to suck really bad. But I don't know. Baba's a tough one here today. It's pretty high at the moment, right at resistance too. I don't see it going too much more just because it's already up quite a bit from open. Yeah, I don't see too much more uptrend here. I mean, it could a little, but I don't see much. Oh, wow. Google's like watching paint dry now. Seriously. It's just been getting flat down here. Microsoft was kind of flat for a little while too. At least it's starting to dip a little. Maybe we'll test 400 bucks here in the short term. But yeah, guys, it's going to be a fun stream later on today. We're probably going to end this stream, the morning stream, here soon so that I can get everything done and prepared for the stream later on. But, man, it's going to be a fun one out there. Gonna be a fun one. Probably have about 30 more minutes here this morning, though, because some of these stocks are still having some pretty decent moves, like Microsoft and a couple others. Glad to see them moving better. Microsoft made new low of the day. At least since open, new low. Not bad. Let me grab a drink of this Gatorade real quick. Oh, the throat is dry this morning. All right, Microsoft, that's pretty nuts. Come on, get a bigger drop. We want to see some selling come in here. Selling pressure. Give us the momentum. All right, Square, Zoom, looking around. Got to go to SM bot for that movement here. Apple puts are on the bot. Okay. If Apple can break this low of day around 184, that would be pretty big. 185 is a big spot on Apple. We've been watching 185 multiple times over the past few weeks. Get ready for that one. Come on, Apple. Start breaking down for us. Get under that LOD. At least UVXY has been good for Sean. Besides that, there's been like no good movement today. The only thing still moving is Plug Power up 17%. That's really the only thing I'm seeing here. We got Plug Power up. Charge Point. I mean, besides those like EV stocks or little growth stocks like this, nothing too much. Charging stocks, solar stocks. I know Enphase is up too. Kind of following along with the trend of those EV or clean energy stocks. We'll just call it that, clean energy stocks. Because, you know, some people will say, well, Tom, they do solar. They're not into EVs. And it's like, yeah, I know. I know. I'm just talking clean energy, I guess, in general. Batteries and... Plug is part of EVs, though. Plug and Charge Point. And Blink. Plug does like hydrogen fuel cell systems. I think that could be pretty cool. Hydrogen fuel cell systems. Doesn't that ever scare you guys? Like, that kind of freaks me out. Like, what if, like, you're driving around like little H-bombs on the car? You know, it's like these cars are driving around. There's like little H-bombs here. Little hydrogen fuel cells in there. Geez, what if they explode? Sounds scary. Sounds a little bit freaky. Hey, what's up, King? DWAC, yeah, we actually looked at that one earlier today, Seren. I was looking at that again earlier. It's always at the top of my watch list lately because it's such a low price stock, but I definitely noticed that one too. Got up above 40 bucks. The daily on DWAC just makes it look scary. Pretty scary there. Hey, King. Corbin said, I'm Gatoraded out. Bought a 6-pack of every flavor, G0, purple, and fruit punch are left. I actually really love the purple Zero one. Probably my favorite one. I love Gatorade. That's all I drink. I drink Gatorade. I do get my water in now and again. Mainly just Gatorade, Baja Blast Mountain Dew, and tea. Oh, and Pink Whitney, too. Can't forget that. Just kidding. Oh, a 6-pack of every flavor. Nice, though, Corbin. I'm having G0 orange right now. I like it better than water, I guess, though. Yeah, Jason, Sniper's actually been out for a little while now. That Snipey Snipe play has been going for about 15-20 minutes now. On Google, 142 puts. Been looking pretty good. I'm hoping Google can break below this. I actually posted this line earlier, 141.60, and I said it might be best to wait for a drop down below here for an entry. And look at those little bounces happening right here. This is definitely going to be a spot to watch. If it breaks under here, I think the entry could really come into play. So if you guys are looking for a play before the meeting, this could be a good one. Just make it break, and then I think it'll be looking great. Hey, SMSM, how you doing, man? Long time no see on the stream. I've seen you around the Discord, though. Yeah, Disney, there we go. Where's those Disney haters at now? No, I'm just kidding. It is good, though. Disney's at the highest levels it's been since almost a year ago now. Getting close. Since last May, right now. Still, though, pretty good. Oh, no problem, SM. No problem at all. Appreciate you coming back, though. All right, back to Google. All right, I like this. It's looking even better now for me, in my opinion. I love this setup because now there's 3 doji candles in a row pretty much right here on Google. I love that. Usually on these types of bounces like this, you'll see where it bounces, gets those 3 little candles, and then gets a bigger drop down through. We might start to see that be happening right here with a true break. Come on, Google. Break the support. It's definitely a big spot, though. You can tell with all these wicks bouncing on there. Bouncing on my wicks. Bouncing on my wick. That's making me think of that one song. Ugh. There needs to be a new social media, Corbin said. I agree. Social media is tough to get done nowadays, Corbin. Really, really tough. Very tough for that. Because it's like, how do you beat out something like Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or etc.? Very hard to beat those. And now we have Twitter going on. I guess Twitter's kind of like the newer one, or we'll say the cool kid on the block right now. I wonder how Dwack will be. I was on Truth Social a long time ago and I deleted it. Actually, I don't think I deleted it. I just don't get on. Here, I'm gonna try getting on now, see what it looks like. Oh, I'm still logged in. Okay, well. Who would have thought? Am I still logged in? Yeah, I am. Okay. Yeah, I just, I feel like that's just not the most popular one out there right now. Though, Truth Social I'm talking about. It'd be cool if they would make like an actual... I don't know, man. I'll never get the same feelings I ever used to get. Do you guys remember, like, downloading MySpace back in the day? Or getting on MySpace for like the very first time before Facebook was even a thing? Like, guys, like back then, I feel like the social media was so awesome, and I feel like it was actually a lot better back then. Nowadays, it's just like, I don't know, it's like little short videos, and besides those, it's just nothing. A big bunch of nothing. I don't know. It's very weird. Very weird to me. Maybe it's just nostalgia, but those like the MySpace and then Facebook, like whenever I very first got it, like, man, like those were awesome back then. I remember people at school would always be posting funny crap up, and then everyone would talk about it and all this, and now it's just a bunch of bullshit. Now it's just, oh, look at my car. Look at my new house. Grieve for me because I'm having problems. I feel like that's all this shit is nowadays. It's like either showing shit off, or it's just like Oh my God, can you believe the doctor? We went and the doctor did this and this and this, and it was like, oh my God, I hate the doctor. You know, it's like, come on, man. Like, is that all these are good for now? Can't we go back to the cool old days? YouTube was way better when it first came out, Sean said. Yeah, the MySpace days. What software are you using for the watch list? Jason, that is Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim on that watch list. I love Thinkorswim. You can do a ton of custom stuff on here. You can customize scans and all types of stuff. Like here, I got a personal breakout scanner going on. Like, let's see here today. POWL up 49%. Like, what? You know, so I have some scanners out here, like some custom ones. I know Mike has made a ton of custom scanners on here. There's a lot of videos of some great custom scanners too. So if you're interested in that, check out some videos. Here's like a 100 SMA scan. This is showing stocks that like are touching or on their 100 SMA based on a certain time frame, but it's kind of cool. Yeah, you can have all types of stuff on there for those scanners though. Just, you know, it's a watch list that will also like throw out, like you can make a scanner to throw certain stocks on a watch list for you or something like that based on criteria. I hope that didn't confuse anybody. Xbox, that's actually why I started getting interested in it. I was like, Powell Industries, like what? Powell Industries is up 50%. What? If it is up because people are really thinking that it's Powell or Powell has anything to do with it, I'm gonna just die of laughter. Well, the EPS beat the estimate by over like 100%, so. I find that interesting with Powell speaking. Very interesting there. Powell Industries. Had never heard of it, but definitely at the top of a lot of those watch lists and scanners at 49%. Back to the normal watch list, though. Boeing starting to climb back. Nice, Boeing. Let's go. There we go. Like that move with Boeing this far. The 208.50, almost a 209. Come on, get a good break. It's been holding its ground nicely, had some good earnings. For real, Corbin. I was at my babysitter's house, and that's how I started MySpace, Corbin. They showed it to me. Pretty cool. Too many notifications from channels for almost no content. It's so messy and people are fake. Faking shorts ruins your attention span. Yeah, it's pretty rough, Corbin. Feel you there. Yeah, Sean, SM Bot is badass. Make sure you guys are checking that out if you guys do not have access to it yet. On it right now, Amazon. Oof. Amazon puts. General Motors is on there. Okay. General Motors has been ripping since their earnings. Ford has been following suit. I'll say this, F in the short term does not look bad at all. Actually looks pretty good, I'd say. Man, Ford is not looking bad. Great uptrend short term. Yeah, not bad at all. Right, SPY. Getting back to you. They broke under 487.20. Moving down to 486.40. Pretty brutal move still. Pretty brutal on the SPY. Oof. Rough. Hold up, hold up. Guys, is this real? POWL, it says Jerome Powell is the CEO? Hold up, hold up, hold up. Designs, develop, manufactures, sells, and services custom engineered equipment and systems for distribution, control, and monitoring of electrical energy. No way. Cornish just said Jerome Powell is the CEO of Powell Industries. What? No way. Really? What? Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting, though. Very interesting, guys. I found that interesting. Yeah, I saw that. Brett Allen Cope. That's what I saw. Yeah, why are you bringing Corbin into this? Corbin bamboozled you. Yeah, Cornish did it. Wow, okay. Wow, so it looks like the real guy is obviously Brett A. Cope, but I don't know why that was on Zoom info. That's very weird. Zoominfo.com. Let's see.
ничего не поделаешь. 'Cause. 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 '
Yeah, what the? That's really weird, guys. Someone might have done that. Yeah, that is very interesting, though. That is something. Either way, POWL is on fire, so watch out for that for Jerome Powell, but let's go look at some of these big tech stocks before we end the stream here. Netflix, Apple. Apple's still down around the low of day. Let's eye up the SM bot again one more time. See what kind of good movement we got going here. Snowflake, UNH, Visa, WHR, Amazon, Snowflake, puts. No, not the Snowflake. Yeah, Snowflake's starting to come down now. Starting to fill the gap back. Gotta watch out for that Snowflake call play. If you didn't TP yet, that is. It was up pretty good a few days ago. Mark said, no, it's Brett Cope. Yep, yes, sir. That is so weird. Weird situation. Just so happens to be right on that day. I find that funny. Oh, is it really, Chad? That sucks. It's closing only right now. Oh. Is that on like Robinhood or something? Or all of them. Man, that sucks. You're being trolled. Yeah, it's literally on the internet, Mark. I mean, it's on this website, Zoom Info. I'm not being trolled at all, man. I just think it's funny. I think it's funny. I just think it's a funny situation. I don't think it's trolling or nothing. I'm just researching it. I think it's funny. I feel like that's like Wikipedia where someone's putting in the wrong thing on purpose, but that might be the troll, but I don't know. It's kind of funny. Either way, SPY falling off. POWL has no real opportunities with it anyways. 486.40 on SPY though might give out, have some better movement down. Meta consolidating pretty hard at 392. Pretty good little support here. A lot of wicks right on this level. Looks like it might start to give out. Watch out for that intraday. Let's go check in on Google, which started to give out here. Consolidated a ton at that level I talked about just recently, broke below support. So if you guys were waiting on Google, now's kind of the time for an entry. I'd say, is it broke? It's just, we have to hope that downside momentum comes in, because if the market starts turning back over here, back up, it's going to be a rough move. But there's a good confirmation you can look for right here. As this green candle goes up, you can watch this resistance overhead. As long as it stays below this resistance, that gives me good hope on a good move down. So that's what we're going for there. Tasty trade, Chad said, was going to grab puts. Oh, on Tasty. Okay. Wow. Surprise. That's interesting. It's too bad, Chad. I guess it's up too much for everyone. It's too high. That's kind of funny. All right, guys. Well, we're probably going to call the live stream right here. I really appreciate everybody joining up this morning. I'm sorry the market's not getting better movement. QQQ and SPY are actually getting good movement, but I feel like overall here, like Apple and a couple others, I don't know, just not my favorite movement today. A lot of up and down, a lot of chop going on. Xbox says, help, my Thinkorswim is locked. Locked. Locked my Thinkorswim. Let's see. I am not sure on that. I've never heard of being locked out of that. I was trying to check Google on Bookmap, but it won't let me. Have you not kept your account funded or something? Did they close your account? When you say locked, is it like your program's open but stuck? Or like, you know, let me know, Xbox. It's kind of, you know, I got to know exactly what you mean by locked, I guess. I was kind of thinking that you were on there and then Thinkorswim just locked. Kind of like how you can press, like, how you can, like, lock your computer. That's kind of what I was thinking. Baba to 73.50. Let's see. Wow, Baba. Really kept going. 0.73% on the day. I've been locked before. Just relog. Retire guy said. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. My Thinkorswim was messing up a little bit earlier too, so I might have to do the same thing. Do the same exact thing. But yeah, I really appreciate everybody joining up today. Seriously, and don't forget about going live later. I will be live for the Powell event and for the FOMC interest rate decision. I'll be live at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Time, 12:45 p.m. Central Time. Let's go, guys. I appreciate you all joining up. Xbox, as far as that goes, I'll say this. Thinkorswim has fantastic support. If you're able to use that support thing on there, maybe ask them or get on their website, because they'll literally probably have the answer for you in like 10 seconds or something once you ask it. So I would probably just go that route, Xbox, or try Google. I have never dealt with that locking before, unfortunately, so I don't know too much about it, but update me later on or tomorrow how you fixed it. That way I can know in case it happens to anybody else. But Mark said UVXY finally moving. Yeah, UVXY $8 right now. There we go. VXX, UVXY starting to see volatility move up. Let's see the VIX on the daily. How are we at? 1431. Okay. Xbox messaged me in Discord. Man, Xbox, I did not get it. I think you messaged the wrong Tom. Yeah, I think you messaged the wrong Tom. Oh, SM Chat, I see. Oh, like that. Well, what happens like when you click here? What does that do? What does clicking here do? If it's really not letting you close out Xbox, I would press Control-Alt-Delete, and I would bring up your task manager, and I would find Thinkorswim on there, right-click it, and then click End Task. We're going to end the poll, though, today. 57 votes. 57 votes. 38% voted for new highs, 35% for push lower, 26% for around the same. So, wow, very close on that poll. Every vote mattered, and new highs took the lead. 38%. Good stuff, guys. So, thanks for voting up. That is pretty awesome. Hopefully, we do see a push towards new highs. I'm pretty worried Powell's going to kind of send us lower, though. I got a feeling. I got that feeling this time. Be careful with UVXY. Let's look at the probabilities one last time. All right, the cut for March is being priced in even more now, so very, very interesting. As we get closer to the meeting, it's getting swayed more and more towards March cutting. Very interesting. But, all right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Hey, Matthew, thanks for subbing up. If anybody else has not subscribed yet, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell so you're notified when I go live for Powell. I will be posting links up all throughout the Discord. Have a fantastic rest of your day, guys. Have some food. Make sure you have your Powell beers ready. I know some of you guys are into that. Have a great day, guys. Have a good morning. See you guys.